It's that time. We're finally here to the hero pack of the second best hero in Marvel Champions. And that's Hulk, obviously. Obviously, we finally were able to take the Doctor Strange cards. We left them in the trash. We don't have to look at that hero pack anymore. I'm so excited. We are now looking at Hulk and his aggression cards. Team aggression, let's go. Today, we're looking at two allies. We're looking at Brawn and Sentry. Now, we're going to talk about each of them. I'm fine with each of them. And I know people are going to make a big argument for especially one of them because people really love the one card for some reason. Not for some reason. I understand why they love it. I'm not as big of a fan of it. We're going to talk a bit about it. But before we do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, all that stuff. It really helps out. We're getting close to 6K. I really appreciate all the support these videos have gotten. So yeah, let's go check it out. Now, really quick before we do look into it, make sure you join my subreddit page, right? Join the subreddit, join the Discord. Both those links are down below. But go check them out. Ask rules questions. They're going to help us with the Friday videos coming up and whatnot. And join the community. It's been slowly growing, which is really, really cool. So, all right, first card, Brawn. 3115 stat line. That 5 is a big one. After Brawn attacks, remove one threat from a scheme. Yes, please. Yes, please. I like this card. I actually like this card a lot. 3 cost is pretty good. I mean, 1 stat line is kind of whatever. The 5 is kind of whatever. You obviously don't want him to be a chump blocker right away. You want to use him a couple rounds. I mean, be able to get 4 threat essentially is great if you were going that route, but we're not going to go that route, right? Because what we're going to do is every time he attacks, he removes 1 threat from a scheme, not even the main scheme, not a side scheme, not just a personal, not whatever. It's a scheme, and it's not a thwarting ability. Right, it's removing threat. So if there was like a crisis icon, or not a crisis icon, the exclamation point icon, I always get them messed up. I should really learn those. But if that is on the main scheme that stops you from thwarting the main scheme, this gets around it. This gets around it because you're not thwarting, you're removing threat. There is a big difference. Make sure you know that. So I love this card. I think it's a really good card. I don't think I played it in a couple of aggression decks for a while, and I don't know why. I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, with champion decks, it works obviously very, very well. Hopefully, they start supporting Gamma, and that will be strong and good. But yeah, this is really good. This is really good. I really highly suggest using this card. So anyway, yeah, 3115 stat line. After Brawn attacks, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Great card, right? Absolutely great card. So this leads us to Sentry. I know people make the argument for Sentry, and I get the argument. I just really hate taking extra encounter cards, especially on expert. Right? For standard, I think it makes more sense. It's fine, whatever. On solo expert, especially with some hard villains, I don't want to deal with more encounter cards. I just don't. And that's my biggest thing. Now, again, Sentry, 4235 stat line, which is a crazy stat line. 4 cost is expensive. Right, it's expensive for Hulk. I don't really think Hulk should be running him, just because that's really expensive for Hulk. Well, I mean, you could probably make it work, but still, it's tough. He's a very expensive card, and a part of the cost is dealing yourself an encounter card, which is just rough, right? Like we talk about this all the time with Star-Lord of how rough it can be to use his ability to give you an extra bad card, right? Now I get it, Star-Lord's using a lot more than Sentry is, but it's still rough, right? It's still a hard trade-off. Now, again, the counter argument is that you can basically do 8 threading with Sentry, or 8 thwarting, sorry. You can thwart for 8 with Sentry and then use him as a chump blocker, right? The attack stat line is great too. But in most aggression decks, like being able to thwart is not always easy to come by. So to be able to do that is absolutely huge. So here's the thing. I get it. He is very, very good. I will run him in standard and I will use him, and I think he's great. It's just an expert solo. I have a hard time using it and justifying him. That's kind of where my line is drawn. But let me know your thoughts about both these cards, right? Do you run both these cards a lot? And like, I haven't ran these in a while, and I don't know why. It's probably because I'm so stuck on some of the new cards, and like I've been doing a lot of X-Men stuff recently, or Spider stuff. And it's just, I don't think they like go back to like the basic Avenger builds and the champion builds. Like I just don't think to do that. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about Brawn. Let me know your thoughts about Sentry. I assume most people will like the cards, but I'm more curious, like, how often do you run the cards now? Do you still run them a fair amount? Do you only do it for like Avenger decks and or champion decks or Gamma decks? Or do you try to kind of get them into other decks too? Kind of what's your approach to that? Really quick, if you don't mind, go over to twitch.tv/D20 Woodworking. Hit the follow button. We're almost at 1,000 followers on Twitch, which is really cool. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live. Live stream's been a lot of fun. We've been doing 2-player games on Friday nights. Sunday nights is Marvel Champions Night. And then Tuesday, it's a random game that we play. Recently, it's been Hostage Negotiator. And before that was Final Girl. It's been a lot of fun. Really cool. So I really appreciate the support from everyone there. So let me know your thoughts about these cards. I'm always excited to hear people's thoughts. Hopefully you've been enjoying this series. It's been fun to record. And I guess I will see you all next time.